In this movie, I want to show you how to resize your table or just individual rows or columns if you're not happy with their current sizes. To resize the entire table, just select it using one of the methods I discussed in the previous movie, and you can drag any one of these handles. If you want to increase the width of a table, click and drag that out, or you can click and drag in to decrease the width of the table as well. Just undo that a couple times there. I'm just hitting Command or Control Z on my keyboard to undo. If you want to increase the height, drag the bottom handle, making it taller. I'll undo that. Or if you want to increase both at the same time, you can drag out like so. If you want to resize a column, just drag the right border of any cell in that column. You can't have cells within the same column that have individual widths, just like you can't have cells in the same row with individual heights. So it doesn't matter which cell's border you drag. So if I wanted to increase this entire column's width, I can drag any one of the borders and just drag out to the right, like so. Or I can drag back in to decrease the cell width. Or to be more specific about the width, just select the entire column and then click the table button in the toolbar. And that brings up table properties, and we have the column tab selected here. And in here we can set the column width to either fit the contents of the cell, or we can set a specific width. So for instance, if I wanted to type in 200 pixels, I could do that. You can also choose a percentage width if you want the column to be a percentage of the entire table's width. I can click apply, and you can see that set my column width to be 200 pixels. Now to resize a row, you just drag the bottom border of any cell in that row, like so, or like so. And do these a couple times. Now it's important to be aware that not all web browsers support table and row height properties. So don't be too reliant on designing a table by dragging row heights or by dragging the table to make it taller. Some browsers ignore this setting and collapse rows and tables to just the height that's needed to display their contents. You're generally okay to drag widths, though, so you can make tables wider or columns wider. But try to avoid making your rows taller using that method. In the next movie, we'll take a look at how to add more rows and columns to a table when you need them, as well as how to delete rows and columns if you have too many.